everyone, Sarah here. So thanks for coming back and joining me for another plan with me. We're here to plan week 23. I'm trying to get a feel for some different things I'm exploring for my July Hobonichi setup. So like the new one, this puppy. I'm still, getting ready to break into this. So I've been filming a lot of how-to videos of how I got to the reasons why I'm setting this up. So I'm going to be releasing those, so be on the lookout for them. I'm really excited about them. They're a little bit corny, but at the same time, I think you can appreciate it if you like planners and systems and all that fun stuff. So anyhow, week 23, crazy, still working from home, still appreciating all the efforts of the remote learning people. So I do really appreciate what they're doing, but it's just so much. I'm looking forward to the summer. Not that it's really any different at this point. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. So join me. All right, so this is last week. Not doing great on my fitness and my things, my journaling. I've just been really so excited about my videos that I kind of been slacking off on the other things, but I really just, it's all Sarah time, so it's okay. So I gave you my flip through, and it's Thursday right now, so not too much going on, and going up north this weekend, so it'll be some good relaxing time. Here I'm just breaking up my days like I do, mixing it up a bit. I put a thin line, not a thick line. Super risky. Yeah, so I'm just breaking that up, and you're gonna see me really, I'm trying to use the stickers for some stuff and not for other stuff, because I do like using the stickers. I just, I don't want to put all the stickers in all the time, right? So I'm just trying to mix up some different stuff, because sometimes I just want it to look a little different, you know? So anyhow, yep, I'm just putting my Sarah, so my buckets, the areas of my life, these are important. So what I want to focus on each area of my life to just help drive that intentional kind of time going forward, and focusing on for the week. So yeah, so Sarah time, family, plan the grind, work, those different kind of aspects of my life. And here's, I'm just kind of checking over the next actions real quick to see where I'm at, where I left off. And I'm really looking at my work project list. So this work project list is a way to just get me thinking, like, where are all these projects at? What do I have to do next? What am I waiting on? It just really keeps it, what's on my plate, right? So that's where I use that work projects list. And I encourage you all to create just a list of projects, because it just gets your mind flowing of where you are. Yeah, so anyway, so that really helped me kind of figure out what I wanted to focus on for work. And I wanted to, a couple of things I'm focusing on. I'm trying to build out some different metrics dashboards. So I'm going to do some mind mapping to just kind of figure out, where do I want to get this data from? Where is it? What kind of data do I want to look at? What kind of things do I want to do? So that mind map really helps kind of get the juices going, if you will. And then some call metrics. And then for Plan the Grind, I'm just really focused on releasing those planner setup videos. Guys, I'm really excited about them. Okay, I'm a project manager by profession, and I love using these tools, and what I love even more is the fact that I get to use the tools to play with my planner, right? It's like my world's coming together of happiness. So anyhow, so I did that. So I've been spending a lot of time with that. So it's been a lot of work, but at the same time, it's been a lot of fun. And here, so this is where I'm changing it up a bit. So I'm really just focusing on, I want that that on my calendar. And again, this does not drive me through my meetings every day, my phone does, but it helps me understand where my blocks of free time are, where I'm just consumed, and it helps me set the expectations for myself for those days. So what I'm doing here is I'm just using the pen and kind of carrying it over, because those are routine. I do those same things every day. Those meetings are on the calendar, they're important, communications, different things, and some like work that I have to do, some work routines that I have to do as soon as I start up in the morning. So I just bring them in, and you can't really see it here. You'll see it once when I do some of the other colors. But what I did is I blocked, like I colored in just a little block on the Hobonichi, so like 9 to 9:30, I just colored it in blue if it was a work thing. And that's just, I'm hoping that that's gonna help me like see how much, give me that dimension to it, to like, this is being taken away from you for time. So you can see on Monday afternoon, there's a darker one there, and my son has an orthodontist appointment, so I used the green to do that. So anyhow, so yeah, because I really like how that pen looks. It's like clean and simple, but I need that dimension to pull it away, so I feel like it's being taken away from me, so I just know how to manage my time better. So I really think that's a big tip. Like, feel the anxiety of your time being taken away from you, because it helps you focus when you have free time. So I'm just going to continue on putting those like blocks in there. So here, like, as I'm doing this, stuff's coming to my mind that I have to do, and let me just throw it in my next action list, and I'll plan it later, or I'll figure out when I'm gonna do it. But I don't want to forget that I have to do that. So if it comes to me, I just throw it in that list, like, done with it, I'll think about you later. And it helps keep that, like, you fresh mentally. So here I'm just putting in some of the work routines and my content I'm just putting in my content. So I have some videos all ready to go that I'm going to be releasing. So my content calendar, so I'm trying to get on a routine here. I want to post definitely 2 times a week, but I'm hoping 3 times a week. 3 times a week just maybe for right now, because I have a lot of videos for the planner set up, and I want to get them out so you guys can, if there's anything I do that you could maybe tweak or leverage to help you in your planning style, then cool. You know, happy to share. This is my Golden Girls bag. So I'm just putting in my content schedule and what it takes to get to that schedule. So I need to focus on editing on Tuesday night, and I need to, you know, do all the things, right? So stand by. So the Tombow markers I'm using is 942. You're not gonna be able to see this, but, and then the green one is 228, and then I have the N75, and then I have the 451 for blue. And then I really like these Sharpie S-Gel pens. They're very juicy, as I hear people say. I really like it. This is the 1.0, so it's really thick. Yes, I'm just putting in the stuff, and down at the bottom, I'm so sorry about the whole cutoff. I don't think you guys understand how much it irritates the people that put these videos together when we cut ourselves off. We're like, no! So I'm sorry about that. Yeah, so I'm just putting in, using the Tombow marker to do my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I'm trying to create that meal plan. Still haven't got into a good routine with it yet, but I'm putting it there to keep it front and center in my mind. Like, you want to do this, Sarah, you know? You want to take the time to do this. So yeah, so that's all. I just am kind of putting the lines in there, and I really like how it's doodly, and that's what I I'm doodly, I guess. No, I like the doodle feel, but I'm not like super colorful either, if you guys have not picked up on this yet. So I really like the black and the light color and the outlining. I like the aesthetic, everyone. So yeah, anyway, so that's kind of, I am starting to really get into my like aesthetic style. So it's been kind of fun playing with it, and I kind of forgot how much I like to draw and play with different markers. And when I was a kid, I would just sit in my room for hours and draw and do things like this. And I started doing this again because of the happiness project that I did. So anyhow, so here I'm just putting in my kind of my content workload for Play on the Grind. So since my kids are older and they do their own thing, I have a lot of free time on the weekends. So I do spend a lot of time editing videos and just thinking of new content and stuff. And I have a lot of content I want to put out. So I'm trying to get more disciplined around it and more into a routine. So here I'm just looking at my, when I was looking at my calendar for next week, I realized that in my next action list is getting pretty long. It's not a lot that's going on it and not a lot's coming off. So I just put a note to myself for tomorrow, which is Friday the 29th, to block my calendar off for June 5th to go like, don't book anything with me. Yeah, so anyhow, I'm just looking for my stickers. I had the windows open, so my stickers were blowing off the table as I was doing this. Oh, that's why I moved the tripod. Sorry guys, I moved the tripod thinking I was hitting it when I was doing it, and I didn't realize I started cutting you off. So I am so sorry. This is not anything new. I stick the moments that matter in there. I love these stupid stickers. They just help me keep focused. You guys have heard it before. Sorry to repeat myself, but when they're not there, it bothers me, so I use them. And anyway, I got the paper crinkled. A couple weeks back, I talked to you about how I was noticing that I was in a lot of meetings and I wasn't having time to do things that I needed to do and catch up. And I implemented that all my meetings, I try to stack on Tuesday, Thursday. And so I really encourage you to find like a routine that works for you. So all the meetings that I need to do for kind of to drive my things and my changes and my projects, I schedule on Tuesday and Thursday, and I try to leave Monday, Wednesday, Friday as open as possible to give myself time to work on stuff. So the way I started doing that and kind of incorporating it into my planner was on the days I have meetings, I set up, there's 3 sections. So you'll see on Tuesday, that I have a to-do, an agenda, and an inbox. So I don't put the next actions section in there because I know that the agendas are really going to be the thing that I need to keep front and center in my mind for what I need to talk to who about and in each of those meetings. And then the to-dos are like just the top 3s I got to get done that day. And then the inboxes are for kind of workload that comes in from those meetings. And sometimes I put them in there, and sometimes they're in my meeting notes or my meeting minutes. So they may not hit it in the planner. It's just really whatever at my fingertips. And when I do my processing, I kind of combine them all. And then on the days that I do not have, like are not my formal meeting days, so Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I put my next action, and I put a larger section for my next action, and then I do the to-do in the inbox. So I put a longer next action because it just puts me in the mindset like I need to really drive my stuff this week, my work stuff, or today, I'm sorry. And then my to-dos are still those top 3s, and they could be anything, like water the plants. My plants are doing better. And then I actually, on one of the days I have a meeting that I had some agenda items, so I just threw a small agenda section in there. So here's this brain tickler. It does not look great, but I actually redesigned them, so I'm gonna put them in my shop for my new planner. So this brain tickler, as I'm using this, it's helping me remember. So I realized, oh yeah, I got a new project, and I'm defining a project as anything that's more than 1 or 2 things or cross-functional. So I was like, I gotta dot that down so I don't lose sight of it and throw it into my next actions. I mean, my work projects list. And then as I was going through it, I realized I threw a couple things in my next action. And this was on the personal side. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to return the lacrosse uniform. I just saw it in my son's closet. I'm like, oh, but we've had it for 2 years. And it's horrible because they're brand new. And then I was like, one of the trigger list was rentals to return. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to return my MBA book for my class. So I love that brain tickler because it really helps keep me focused and kind of driving oh yeah, it just helps me remember things, right? It does exactly what it was designed to do. So you can see me throwing them in my next action. And these are not things that I have to get done by a certain day, but they're just things I cannot lose sight on. And here's my month. This was very talky. I had a coffee before this. So thanks everyone for watching. I feel like I'm going 100 miles an hour. I just had a coffee. It's 7 o'clock at night. I had a coffee. This is why I'm like this. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this week's plan with me, and take care and have fun, and be on the lookout for my videos on kind of mind mapping my mid-year reset. And the first one's coming out on Saturday or Sunday. So thanks everyone. Have a great one. Bye.